Namaste. Welcome to PSM Speak. The poor in the country, both in the rural and urban areas, particularly the youth, unemployed youth or self-employed youth who are not having wherewithal to run their businesses. They were excited in 2015 when government announced setting up of MUDRA, Micro Units Development Refinance Agency. Yes, MUDRA promised 10 lakh rupees loan to them without any collateral, no security required, cheap credit to them. But after 6 years, what is the experience? Are they still happy? Have their dreams come true? What are the government claims? MUDRA was a tremendous success. The macro data tells MUDRA could help as many as 310 million, 31 crore persons. What does that mean? Almost equal to the population of the United States, or 8 times that of the Canada. Such a big number. How much? How much they have financed so far in these 6 years? 15.86 trillion. 15,86,000 crore rupees. How big is this money? This is also almost equal to the gross domestic product of New Zealand. Or if you list the countries of the world and look the individual GDPs, you will find as many as 160 countries do not have that much GDP. So more than their individual GDP. So big amount. MUDRA is in 3 categories. Shishu for the loans up to rupees 50,000. Kishore 50,000 rupees to 5 lakh rupees. And Tarun above rupees 5 lakh to 10 lakh. Pause the video if you want to and look at the progress of MUDRA. Look at the table. Now, before looking at the truth and ground realities, let us try to know what is MUDRA, its genesis, and why MUDRA. MUDRA, Micro Units Research and Development Agency, was established in 2015 as a company under the Companies Act 2013. It was a wholly owned company of Small Industries Development Bank of India, SIDBI. And in that year, 2015, April 7, MUDRA was also registered with the Reserve Bank of India as a non-banking finance institution. The very next day, April 8, 2015, Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi launched MUDRA, Prime Minister's MUDRA, PMMY, in a function at Vigyan Bhavan in Delhi. The present authorized capital of MUDRA is 10 billion rupees, 1,000 crore rupees. The paid up capital is 7.5 billion rupees, 750 crore. MUDRA, as its very name suggests, Micro Units Development Refinance Agency. It's a refinance agency. It doesn't directly finance to people. The banks, scheduled commercial banks, both in the public sector and in the private sector. The private sector banks, both domestic and foreign, the regional rural banks, non-banking financial institutions, microfinance institutions and the like, they finance to the people under MUDRA. After they financing, they go to MUDRA and seek funds. To be clearer, let's say I am State Bank of India. I have financed to 10 persons, rupees 10 lakhs, 1 million each, 10 millions, or say 1 crore rupees to 10 persons. After financing to them, I go to MUDRA, ask for funds. I finance, the banks finance, MUDRA refinances. So MUDRA doesn't directly finance to the people, but it facilitates finance to the people for setting up micro units or supporting the micro units. Then why is this required? Were not the micro units getting credit? Before that, what is the importance of micro units? Micro enterprise is really important. Micro, small and medium enterprise. MSME's importance is next only to the agriculture, because as per the NSSO 73rd survey, MSME provides employment to 111 million persons, 11 crore 10 lakh persons, which means how many households, families? 5 times that. So 550 million persons of the country, or 55 crore are benefited, get employment or employed in MSME. So important. Then the micro part of it, because MSME has 3 parts in this: micro, small and medium. The micro itself employs 107.6 million persons, which is equal to 97% of the employment MSME provides. So micro is very important, and micro units are mostly owned by the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward castes. So we can understand the importance of the micro units. While MSME, and more importantly the micro part of it, supports the employment and the persons, for country's economy also MSME's importance is next to none. For the country's gross value added, MSME contributes 33%. 33% of the gross value added of this country is accruing from MSME. That is the importance of MSME. Similarly, exports are important. For exports, MSME's contribution is close to 50%. For example, I take the data of Director General Commercial Intelligence and Statistics, DGCIS. For 2018-19, it shows 48.10% of the exports are coming from the MSME products and services. And the micro sector, how many units we have? 63.38 million, 6 crore 33 lakh, more than that number of micro units, and of them 54% are in the rural areas and 46% in urban areas. So they are important in providing employment, raising the GDP, exports. MSMEs are important. What are the activities that are associated with the MSME? The micro units in particular are engaged in manufacturing, processing, trading, services like shopkeepers, fruits and vegetable vendors, truck and taxi operators, food service units, food processors, repair shops, machine operators, small industries, artisans, street vendors, and many more such other activities. So the very list itself says how important it is for the poor. And the loans of the banks, which can be classified as non-corporate small business, come under MUDRA loans. And these units are called own account enterprises. So although they are so much important, they are not getting adequate credit. That is the reason why MUDRA was contemplated to facilitate credit to them. Are they getting credit? Even recent study also, recent time in 2019 June, UK Sinha committee appointed by the Reserve Bank of India, the expert committee on MSME, it has assessed the demand of the MSME sector at 37 trillion rupees, 37 lakh crore, whereas actually the supply is 14.5 trillion rupees or 14.5 lakh. So there is a gap of 20 to 25 trillion rupees, 20 to 25 lakh crores gap. So there is enormous need of credit to the sector, micro sector, are the type of the loans that MUDRA is supposed to facilitate. The NSSO 2013 survey found that most of the micro units are unregistered. The entrepreneurs and the persons, those who operate the micro units, do not maintain books of account. One excuse for the banks that we can't give loans, that could be one reason why, but there are many other reasons. Now let us see if MUDRA really helped. First, let us look at the macro data itself. 15.86 trillion rupees, and exact number is 15,86,081.69 crore. This much money given to 310 million. Again, the numbers also, the exact numbers that are available on MUDRA site. 31 crore 2,82,823. Distributing this 15.86 odd trillion rupees over 310 odd exactly, we get 51,117. That is the average of MUDRA loans, about 51,000 rupees. So what is given to them? Mostly close to Shishu. 10 lakh rupees loan is it still remains to be a dream. Not very under Kishore nor Tarun. So the quantum wise, the very official statistics show that it was not really so encouraging. Then the banks used to give MUDRA type loans even before MUDRA. They continue to give. So they started to put MUDRA and all those loans up to 10 lakh if they happen to be non-farm loans and non-corporate business, which means it is doubtful whether there is the net addition to the bank credit. Then another promise was security free, collateral free. On the ground, talk to any youth, most of them, their experience is that banks are insisting collateral. Bigger the loan amount, higher would be the collateral requirement, the security. So they are not getting collateral free. Now, have these loans been cheap? The government has not mandated that loans be given at this particular rate. The bank interest rates are under deregulated regime, which means banks themselves decide the rates. So the government did not mandate any rate of interest for MUDRA. Simply it advised the banks to give loans on a reasonable rate within the Reserve Bank of India norms. So we can't say for sure that the cheap credit is a reality under MUDRA. Finally, we should look at one thing. Why MUDRA? To provide funds. But are the banks suffering for want of funds? No. If you look at the bank books, they are flush with funds. I don't mean to say that the banks have no restriction on utilizing the funds that they get in terms of deposits. No. They have a regulation to follow, statutory liquidity ratio. The specified portion of amount they should park in the government and approved securities. Banks are doing that. Not only doing that, they are keeping in the securities. They are investing in the securities and doing what is called narrow banking, much more than required under statutory liquidity ratio. So funds availability or non-availability is non-issue. The risk aversion, viability of small units, marketing and other challenges are the real issues. So let us hope the government will review MSME credit de novo, the functioning of MUDRA, and will take effective steps to ensure cheap credit to the micro units. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you have subscribed to my channel. If you have not done already, please click on that subscribe button below this video, that red button. After that, you will see the bell icon. Please tap on that so that you will get the notifications as and when I upload a fresh video to this channel. Thank you.